all the time. I am demanding control and achievement in my life all the time. I am demanding perfection from myself and others all the time. My God, that feels like a death news to me. I can't be perfect all the time, but it's, that's what I'm doing, demanding out of myself and demanding out of others. And I'm demanding peace for myself and in every situation, right? So this whole thing is rooted in demandingness. So that is one thing. What is the first thing? Demandingness. We are demanding fun, we are demanding control, we are demanding achievement, we are demanding perfection, demanding peace. In that sense, and when that is not there, we can get disturbed or we can have issues with people. The second thing is, if my demand is not met, it's awful. It's terrible. Life is not worth living. This is so horrible. I can't tolerate it. So something called as low frustration tolerance, or the disease is called I can't stand it. I can't stand it when life is not fun. I can't stand it when I'm not in control. I can't stand it when things are not perfect. I can't stand it when things are not peaceful. It's disturbing me almost like a volcano has come and is going to devour me. That's the response we give to something as simple as that, because that's how we thought about it. I can't stand it. No, it didn't make you die. You have stood it in the past and you can stand it in the future also. How many times have the Penguins only had fun? No, and the times when they didn't have fun, did it kill them? But what was their response? Their response was as if it's going to kill them if there's no fun in their life. So how we respond, it creates a lot of issues for our own selves. So there are some of these things. So we had this low frustration tolerance, and then whoever denied them the fun, or whoever denied them the control, or the perfection, or the peace, then we have people waiting for those people. That person is horrible. That person is terrible, because of that person, I wasn't able to have fun, I wasn't able to have enjoyment, and I wasn't able to do this. So basically, we develop people rating. We start developing a lot of names for people. That person is horrible, that person is terrible, that person is this. क्योंकि मेरे irrational beliefs उसने satisfy नहीं किए. एक तो मेरे beliefs ही गलत है. They are not rooted in reality. मुझे वो चाहिए. पाइजे. Yes? तो पाइजे में कोई हेल्प नहीं कर रहा है आपको, तो वो आदमी गलत है. और मेरे को फ्रस्ट्रेट होना है बिकॉज मेरी डिमांड मीट नहीं हो रही है. ओके, एंड देन द अदर वन इज awfulization. So low frustration tolerance is basically intolerable for me, and the other thing is the situation is intolerable. Yeah. Now Albert Ellis talks about this ABCDE model. Many times we think that our behavior or our emotions are because so and so person did this to me, right? How many people have had this experience when you were like in first grade or second grade, when you were laughing and giggling in your class, and the teacher said, "Why are you laughing?" And you said, "She is making me laugh." Yeah, he is making me laugh. As if उसने कुछ तो करके आप he is the cause of your laughter. No, that wasn't cracked a joke. You chose to laugh and you started laughing. You found it funny, so you started laughing, right? So what Albert Ellis says is that there is an activating event in your life when there are some beliefs. So we talked about these irrational beliefs these 4 types of people have. Based on that, they have a certain response to situation, which is considered as consequences. The response is emotional and behavioral. बहुत गुस्सा आ रहा है, बहुत चिढ़ आ रही है, बहुत दुखी हो रहे हैं. Because मेरा those 4 irrational beliefs were not satisfied. My 4 irrational expectations out of life were not satisfied. Now, what we have to do is we have to replace those irrational expectations with rational expectations. Yes. So that's what Albert Ellis's model of REBT, Rational Emotive Behavior Therapy, teaches. So when you have rational beliefs, your emotions and your behavior is automatically in balance. Yes? Finally, it is about how you are thinking. Thinking, feeling, willing. Your thinking is contributing to your reaction, emotional reaction and behavioral reaction. Yes? So now let's look at the rational alternatives that a sanguine can have, a powerful choleric can have, a melancholy can have, and a this can have, right? Because they're so stuck in certain thinking. Now, the type 1 personality, so we are disputing these 4 irrational beliefs with rational alternatives. So the type 1 personality is after what? Fun and popularity. So basically, they need love and approval from every source in their life. Otherwise, it shakes their sense of self. अगर कहीं से वो popularity, appreciation वगैरह नहीं मिल रहा है, तो उनको लगता है कि मेरा कोई वजूद ही नहीं है दुनिया में, right? So I need love and approval from those significant to me, and I must avoid disapproval from any source. Right? These are some of the irrational beliefs that directly picked up from Albert Ellis's model, but you all can correlate. You all are an intelligent audience. So what is a rational belief? Yes, love and approval are good things to have, but if I don't get them, it's not going to kill me. Right? The way a sanguine behaves, that is oxygen. But basically now the sanguine needs to learn, it's not going to kill me. Yes, I like getting love and approval, I like being popular, and I'm not denying that. But if I don't get it in some situation, it's not going to kill me. Now next time a sanguine is in a situation where other people are talking, other people are getting attention, and he's not acting as if he being the center of attention is like oxygen for him, then how is he going to respond if he has this rational thing? But okay, this is not oxygen and I can survive it if I don't get it. So the sanguine will learn how to step back. And it's okay, let me allow this other person to speak. But that internal dialogue has to be changed. We are driven like a motor sometimes. How many of you watched Tom and Jerry cartoons? तो कई बार ऐसे दिखाते हैं ना कि कहीं पे कुछ कुकिंग हो रहा है, and then they actually show the aroma, right? And then they're like going through the grass, going through this, going through that, and then Jerry is smelling the aroma and he's like, आँख बंद करके, doesn't know where he might be hitting into a fence, he might be hitting into a wall, he might be hitting into a window, but he's just following the smell, right? That is how we follow our irrational beliefs. So our need of fun, need for love and approval, we just follow it so blindly thinking that is oxygen, we forget we're creating a lot of dead bodies for ourselves, creating a lot of difficulty for ourselves. So these rational alternatives help. So it's better that I learn to accept my own self for whoever I am and give that love and approval to my own self. Yes? And I don't need to be so dependent on the oxygen coming from other people. I have given it to myself. And I'm okay with who I am. Another thing is, I can be happy by avoiding life's difficulties, unpleasantness, and responsibilities. Right? Sanguine is trying to avoid that all the time, isn't it? Because it's not fun. But sanguine needs to grow up. Yes? Can you live your life by avoiding? Yes? Well, maybe you'll be happy, but not people around you. Yes, we create a lot of damage. Imagine you are in a job, or imagine you are in a marriage, and you are one of those people who don't take any responsibility for your role in that marriage or in that job. You may be happy. People around you will not be happy because you are not performing the contract of that marriage or the contract of that job. Yes? So what is the rational alternative? Avoiding problems is easier in the short term. See, it's going to come back, karma comes back. Your wife or your husband is going to give it back to you after a few years. They'll tolerate your sanguineness for some time, but after some time it's going to come back to you with a lot of frustration and everything. Or you might lose your job, right? So avoiding problems is only easier in the short term. Putting things off can make them worse later on. Okay? So basically we're just trying to replace this thing with a little logical thinking. Okay, you want to follow the smell, but keep your eyes open. Okay? Now the type 2 is about control and achievement. Yes? So let's look at the achievement. To feel happy and worthwhile, I must succeed at whatever I do and make no mistakes, even if that means compromising my own sleep, my relationships, etc. What advice would you like to give to this person? What is the rational alternative he needs to develop in his brain? Huh?
Slow down.
Slow down, relax, enjoy life. Even if you don't achieve, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of your this thing.
Take time for yourself.
Take time for yourself, right? So some rational alternative is, I will always seek to achieve as much as I can because you can't change his wiring. But it's unrealistic on my part to expect myself to be successful and competent all the time. Yes? I better accept myself as a person and I slow down, I take time for myself, and I don't judge myself based on my performance. Yeah? How does it make life for a choleric? Very peaceful, calm, right? So he still is taking care of his need to achieve, but is not judging himself for not being able to achieve, right? So wiring change nahi hone wala, but then you stop judging yourself. Another thing is People should always do the right thing because they're delegated the task to them, and if they don't do, then my project suffers. So they have to do, they must. If they don't do, they are useless and they must be penalized, punished, blah, blah, blah. A lot of demandingness happening over here, right? And a lot of low frustration tolerance. We can't tolerate people, so people rating kar rahe. Now, what advice would you give them? How do you think they should change their thinking to become more calm in their life and be more realistic? Yes, it's unfortunate that people do bad things sometimes. And humans are not yet perfect. Upsetting myself over their imperfections is not a good thing for me. And yet we need to have systems in place so that such people can be corrected. Yes? So that's a more mature response to the same situation. Is he changing his wiring? No. So he's accepted that people are like that. Let me find other people. Nobody's telling that, no, keep burning yourself with the same people. It's okay. You are on a certain pace. Find other people. But don't penalize these people. Don't burn your bridges with them. Another thing is, things must be the way I want, my way or the highway. And otherwise it will be intolerable. Who is he making happy? Is he going to be happy with this? Are things going to happen his way? Impossible. So he is setting himself for unhappiness for life by having such a belief. So what do? There is no law that says that things have to be the way I want. It is disappointing when they are not. See, everyone likes me. Just do मैं चाहूँ वैसा ही हो, right? That is why we have so much problem in this world, right? But I can stand it. It's not going to kill me. On a scale of 1 to 100 of awfulness, if a volcano is at number 100, if people don't do what I want, things don't happen the way I want them to be, that's at a number 10 compared to the volcano at 100. It's not going to kill me. Volcano can kill me. Will this kill me? No, I can tolerate it. So when you do this optimization scale, it kind of makes you calmer. Type 3. I should become upset when other people have problems and feel happy when they are sad. Right? They get very emotionally affected by people. So basically the point is, it's good to empathize with others, but I can't change their life. They need to develop that realistic thing so that they're not in depression all the time. Every problem should have an ideal, perfect solution. Sorry, I keep touching this finger. Yeah? And it is intolerable when one cannot be found. Right? They get disturbed when things are not perfect. Problems usually have many possible solutions. It is better to stop waiting for the perfect one. Paralysis analysis, mat karo, aage badho, and go on with the best available. See, that's why the choleric kind of pushes the type 3. I must worry. See, because they are perfect, they have to think about अगले system में क्या क्या गलत हो सकता है. Because I have to have the perfect plan. Choleric is confident, गलत हुआ will deal with it. Melancholy is like क्या क्या गलत हो सकता है. It should be part of my plan. Edge cases क्या है, ये cases क्या है, वो cases क्या है. Everything has to be part of my plan. But does that make them happy? Does that make them peaceful? Does that make them optimistic, positive? No, very pessimistic. So what do they need to change? Worrying about things that might go wrong will not stop them from happy. Murphy's law. जो होना है वो होके रहेगा. ठीक है, मैं जितना सोच सकती थी उतना मैंने सोच लिया. आगे जो होगा देखेंगे. I have the courage to deal with that situation in that time. It will though ensure I get disturbed and upset right now. तो अभी सोच के मेरे को disturbed और upset नहीं होना है. Whatever I could think based on my mental capacity, I am thinking. I can't think everything because I am not God. Yes? My unhappiness is caused by things outside my control. So there is little I can do to feel any better because things are not perfect. People are not behaving properly. They are not sensitive. They are not this. इसलिए मैं दुखी हूँ नहीं. आप दुखी अपने आप के कारण हो. Many external factors are outside my control, but it is my thoughts which cause my feelings, and I can learn to control my what? Your thoughts. Changing. See, for each of these irrational beliefs that these types carry, there is a rational alternative that does not compromise on their basic nature, but makes them see things rationally and keep a check on themselves, right? So we are not telling them drastically transform. Melancholy को नहीं बोल रहे sanguine बनो, sanguine को नहीं बोल रहे choleric बनो, peaceful को नहीं बोल रहे choleric बनो, right? वे recognize कि इनका wiring है, लेकिन इसमें थोड़ा सा tweaking tweak करेंगे तो शांति रहेगी लाइफ में अच्छा रहेगा. Type 4. I shouldn't have to feel discomfort and pain. Things should be peaceful. I can't stand when things are not peaceful, and I must Avoid them at all costs. Their entire stress response is देखो आपकी शांति भंग होने वाली है. अगर शांति भंग होगी तो मुझे कुछ हो जाएगा, मैं मर जाऊंगी, मुझे कुछ ये हो जाएगा, वो हो जाएगा, ऐसा हो जाएगा. See that is how they responding. अगर अगेन 100 के लेवल पे वोल्केनो आ रहा है, नहीं आ रहा है. शांति भंग हो गई कोई बात नहीं, हम अपने आप को फिर शांत कर लेंगे. Yes? Why should I in particular be in Shanti all the time? That is a rational. Everyone's life is अशांत. मेरी लाइफ में क्यों शांति होनी चाहिए? That is irrational expectation. I don't like it, but I can stand it. I can stand Ashanti. Right? I have that core strength to stand Ashanti. It is not a demon. It is not Sudarshan Chakra after me that is going to keep me. I can stand it. I can deal with it. Yes? And my life would be very restricted if I avoid discomfort. Right? Some people don't take risks because Ashanti hoti hai. So then, can they achieve? Can they learn? Can they get new experiences? No. Now another thing they have is they don't want to be in the front. They always want to depend on somebody else. Right? That's another irrational thing they have. So everybody needs to depend on someone stronger than themselves. They think that they need strength from someone outside so that they can continue their life. So we are telling them, relying on someone else is okay, but it can lead to dependent behavior. Yeah. So it's okay to seek help. We're not telling the peaceful up, say help nahi lene ka. Nahi. They have that need. So we're telling it's okay, but don't become overly dependent, because I have to learn to trust my own experiences, my own gut feeling and my own judgment. I have to develop that confidence in myself. So we need to do this introspection every day. ये A, B, C, D, E रोज करना है. डायरी राइटिंग रोज करनी है. डायरी राइटिंग में ये नहीं लिख रहा है आज इसने मेरा काम बर्बाद कर दिया, या उसने मुझे फन नहीं करने दिया, या इसने मुझे ये कर दिया, वो कर दिया. No, we're not complaining. Diary writing is not vomit. Diary writing is not diary writing if it is vomit. Diary writing means introspection. आपको रोज लिखना है. A क्या था आज? Kabhi you're not happy with, suppose you are focused on working on one of these things in your personality that we've all discussed, right? Now suppose I am working upon my thing for people must behave properly, they must do the right thing, they must, otherwise they are horrible and I am going to go and correct them, right? So Rajini करके TV serial में आता था बहुत पहले. What did she do? I think the younger ones in the audience do not remember so much, but there used to be a TV serial. लड़की है, एक नाम उसका रजनी है, वो रजनीकांत पर हंटर वाली थी, वो सब जगह पे जाके she only keep correcting people and all of that, right? नहीं, that is IB number 3 what we discussed, irrational belief. People must do the right thing. If not, they have to be shamed, corrected, abused and removed from the project. Right? Now suppose I have this irrational belief in me because I have a little bit of choleric also. My personality is melancholy mode and choleric. Yes, if I get a score of 12 in melancholy, I get a score of 9 in choleric. Right? Peaceful है ही नहीं. No scope only. I have to develop that. So if I have this irrational belief, or again I had a run-in with somebody during the day. Yes, I'm trying to work on my nature. Or I found that रात को when I'm doing my introspection or diary writing, or the next day in the morning when I'm introspecting how my previous day went, I need to take time out for this. Yeah, ये अपने आप change नहीं होता है कि वो जान लिया तो change हो गया, ऐसा नहीं होता है. जान करके work करना पड़ता है. तो realize हुआ है, but you have to work on it. You have to work on it. You have to increase the muscle power of the rational beliefs and reduce the muscle power of the irrational beliefs. Yes? So now suppose I had a run-in with someone where I found myself correcting somebody on the project because I just cannot tolerate people not doing the right thing. I'm a choleric. I have to achieve. If कुछ गलत कर रहा है तो it is not in line with my project, not in line with achieving my goal. So I went and fired that person. जोर जोर से चिल्लाया, ये क्या वो क्या. Does that make me happy? Obviously not. Because I am melancholy also. I'm sensitive. I start thinking मैंने ऐसा क्यों किया, किस लिए किया, all those things happen. So the night when I'm thinking about my day, I am thinking about, okay, I behaved like this today. What was the activating event? That person did not give me the report I had expected him to give. 4 दिन से I'm following up. I have been patient. 4 days I'm talking to him nicely. 5th day this person deserves to be fired. मेरा हक है चिल्लाने का. हाँ? तो 5th डे को रिपोर्ट बराबर नहीं आया है, मैंने उसको चिल्ला दिया. तो अकॉर्डिंग टू मी गलती उसकी, रिपोर्ट नहीं दिया टाइम पे. बट दैट इज नॉट द पॉइंट. द पॉइंट इज एक्टिवेटिंग इवेंट वाज आई डिडंट गेट द रिपोर्ट ऑन टाइम. व्हाट वाज द सी? आई स्क्रीम्ड. व्हाट वाज द बी? व्हाट इज द इरैशनल बिलीफ आउट ऑफ व्हिच आई एक्ट? पीपल मस्ट बी करेक्टेड, दे मस्ट बी पनिश्ड. मेरा अंदर से ये वायरिंग है. So again I observed, Hari Baba, I'm trying to correct this behavior. I know this is an irrational belief and I need to replace it with a rational belief. This is not right because it did not kill me. I'm disputing, I'm doing the D, I'm disputing my wonky belief. This situation did not kill me. It did not create any monetary loss in the project. That person has so many other good qualities I need to look at. This behavior is not helping me get gel with my team. So I'm trying to see if this is not helping me. Yes? So every day I have to do this exercise and I am recommending just pick one thing from your list. Whatever I think you all have found yourself in different bits and pieces in this entire session that we have done. Somewhere you have found yourself. Some areas of growth you've found, some strengths you've found. So you celebrate your strengths and you need to do this disputation every day, this ABCDE model every day. Right? So, fear I reacted out of my irrational belief. What was my rational belief? That it's okay, people make mistakes, they are not perfect. And I have to tolerate it because it doesn't kill me. Right? Again and again, again and again, again and again. So, इससे क्या होता है? Finally change आता है. Now, when one time a man was asked by God, you stay in this desert, there is this huge rock, you push it. साल भर के बाद भगवान आए. That man was very depressed. So God came again and this rock did not move. That is our condition. We are aware of our weaknesses, but वो weakness change नहीं होती है. But ये ABCDE model करना जरूरी है आपको. Yeah. So when you do that ABCDE model, it will look like the rock is not moved at all. But God came back and told you, no, it moved a little bit. Anyway, I didn't tell you to move the rock. I just told you to push it. Yes? So your effort, you have to judge yourself by, am I putting the right effort? And you have to keep analyzing, ये rock move क्यों नहीं हुआ? Maybe मेरा effort सही नहीं है, मेरा thinking सही नहीं है. वो move जब होना होगा वो हो जाएगा. But आपको अपना ये ABCD ये रोज करने का. Yes? You got it?
Yes.
How many of you commit to doing this? Great. Only 2 people, hearts full trans. Okay, more. Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging. Yes, I appreciate it. Okay, so with this we will end. And we have handouts for you. Unfortunately, I was not able to put this entire ABCDE model and all these rational and irrational beliefs in that. But you can just go online and look for REBT, Albert Ellis, and you will find whatever I'm talking about over there. Alright? Thank you very much. Please do the test at the back. That is there on this thing, and then you have the entire reference of all of these things in your notes. Okay? Thank you very much.
We can take a couple of questions. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes?
Ma'am, can you please suggest something? I'm facing a problem currently because I am a type 2 kind of personality and my HOD is type 4 kind of personality. So what I can do? Because it is, my performance is suffering because of that. And my entire department name is falling because of that. He has joined recently, 2 years back he has joined. And before that, the department was among the top performing department of the entire company. In fact, I have got consecutively, I have got midterm increment for my performance. And like every year I have got an appreciation letter for whatever is implemented.
So,
I think I'm making myself clear.
yeah. Maybe I'll repeat the question. Could everyone hear her?
Yes.
Hello? Is it audible?
Yes.
Okay. So my question is, actually I'm a type 2 personality and my HOD is type 4 personality. So can you give some solution for that, how to deal with that? Because it is like affecting my performance. Like
Yeah.
from last 8 years I'm working in an organization where every year I was appreciated for my performance. And from last 2 years we are not getting very good ratings. And the entire department's performance is affected due to this. Can you suggest anything how to deal with this kind of situation?
I mean, things that I would do in your situation is probably do more cross-team work, where I am part of that team and I'm doing the work for that team, but also look for opportunities where I can engage with other teams and do more cross-team work so that I get visibility from other HODs of other departments also, from there and from my skip level managers also. So I have an HOD and I have a manager above him also. So I try to get more visibility for myself. Also knowing that he's not going to change. So this awareness is good that he's type 4, you're type 2. Looking for those kind of opportunities. And do you all have skip level one-on-ones, like all your meetings are only with your HOD?
No, I'm involved along with him in every meeting. Two
Yes.
of us are attending every meeting. So I have that opportunity to interact with the management and get the feel of what is going on.
So then in those meetings that you're going for, if this person is type 4 and is peaceful, he'll automatically let you take the lead. And that will automatically over a period of time get you that visibility and get you those things that you're looking for, the challenges, the achievement, all of those things. But I would also let other people from the industry give suggestions, because I am limited by my own experiences in life and I don't have all the best answers for everything. So I'd let other people also share any wisdom here. Like we have some very senior educators here in this room. Would you like to share some wisdom? No. Anyone else in the room?
Ask your HOD to attend this kind of program.
Maybe I'm going to share this presentation with him. It is already in my plan.
Yeah, any more questions?
I just came, sorry for it. I wanted to just know type personalities. Like if you can tell me what is Modi personality, what is Kejriwal personality. So that will give me a broader idea about it. Like what is Kejriwal, what is Sidhu personality, what is Nitish personality. Can you just elaborate?
Okay, who is Sidhu? Yeah, I know. Now since the room has learned so much.
Kejriwal particularly.
Sidhu is type 1? Modi we've already. Manmohan Singh?
Rahul
Huh?
Gandhi.
Rahul Gandhi? Type 4 but wanting to project himself as type 2. Typeless. Arvind Kejriwal? Type 3, like type 2. He's choleric but not able to achieve, that's a different thing. He has other things also.
What is Lalu?
Lalu, I guess, has his own type.
Some more questions?
Yes. Wait, we'll get the mic for you.
ये सारे टाइप एक ही पर्सनालिटी में हो तो
We all have a mix. Some people when they do the test, they get an equal score in everything.
इंटरमिक्सिंग
And there is a mixing also. But then you want to see that in which situations, which personality is affecting you the most, the weaknesses of which type. And you want to work on that. But it also helps over a period of time, like when you do the test the first time, you may not get it. But when you do this test and you live with this awareness, you'll have more clarity on which one is your dominant type, which one is driving you. And that will help you grow in that area. Yes? I was still looking for any more suggestions for the lady here. Any ideas?
I wanted her to repeat her question.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'll just repeat the question. The question is that she is a type 2, an achiever, a balavan, a choleric. Her HOD is type 4. So she feels limited in her performance. So first she has been a high performer, achieving, getting the best department award, etc. But because of a manager who is not so driven, peaceful, Shanti, Shanti, Om Shanti, things are not moving and she is not feeling satisfied in her career growth. So I just like two people to take the answers. We can't, because of shortage of time, we can't have everyone. So if anyone can raise their hand and we'll call out. Yes, sir.
May I talk in Hindi?
Haji.
Madam, she want to do something fast and grow in the life. And that person know everything, ki the end will, what the end. So that's why there is a problem. If she believe on that, he know the end and I should get experience from her, but do something what I want.
Yeah, so probably do other things where your need of achievement can be satisfied.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Can I answer?
Okay, yes, sir.
What she should do? What she should do? She should perform up to her highest level. She should not worry for the result, for the getting appreciation from the boss. Once she start performing good, so automatically one day she's going to get acknowledgement. She will succeed, and everybody will. Why she wants study from only for one person? Other people are not noticing it, and she is getting results.
Yeah.
And result is good. Ultimately, the boss has to come down and start appreciating.
Okay, great, thank you. So we have two people answer.
One more, I invite.
Okay, yes, yes.
Chance to answer. Yeah, please.
Hi, I'm Martha. I am an RBC practitioner myself. So I think we have insight to this. So I think there are three different ways of solving any problem. First is पहले पता कीजिए if there is any emotional disturbance that is happening. अगर इस प्रॉब्लम के कारण ऐसा कोई भी इमोशन है तो इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग है जो आपको सही कदम उठाने से रोक रहा है, उस इमोशन को पहले टारगेट कीजिए. जैसे मैम ने राइटली कहा, यूज द रैशनल बिलीफ, द रैशनल ऑल्टरनेटिव टू चेंज योर इमोशन, ताकि आप एक सही स्टेप ले सकें. सेकेंड इज, अगर इमोशनल प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, देन देयर इज अ बिहेवियरल प्रॉब्लम. आई थिंक काफी बार कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स हेल्प अ लॉट. अगर आपने ये डिस्कशन अपने HOD से डायरेक्टली नहीं किया है, तो आई थिंक मे बी ट्रेनिंग योरसेल्फ इन सम assertiveness skills will help a lot, so that at least you are very clearly able to express to this person कि you know what the exact problem is. काफी बार सिर्फ lack of assertiveness skill. Assertiveness is the ability to say no and express your feelings and opinions clearly. काफी बार only because of assertiveness हम लोग चीजों को डिस्कस ही नहीं कर पाते. Because we think कि भगवान the consequences are going to be awful or terrible, and maybe I won't be able to tolerate it. So जो भी उसका that's a part, but assertiveness training may help. The third is, if nothing works, of course, हमारे पास remote control नहीं है कि हम लाइफ में चीजों को चेंज करें. हम यहाँ पे बटन दबा के नहीं बोल सकते कि नो आप मेरे तरफ अच्छे से बिहेव करो.
It is not about behavior actually. It is about the entire button.
Okay, so we'll take the remaining offside. Yeah. But great answer, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Madam, just a minute. There are such type of bosses in every department, but there is a system of self-appraisal system is there. So to some extent it takes care.
Okay, thank you. Next question?
We have a different question. No, one last question. Do we have another question? The last question now, please. Yes, ma'am, please go ahead.
Ma'am, actually I have present training. Like I am student and you all, like all of the students, that's why I'm saying we have it. But like this is my friend circle, like say something, let's go somewhere. Exactly. Peer pressure is there, so I don't like to call it selfish. I know I'm not, but still we have to take some decisions for ourselves. So I have some difficulties in saying no, and I don't like to call it.
Okay, so I think again, as she recommended, assertiveness training, knowing how to say no. And the second thing is, what is blocking you from saying no? You need the love, you know. I need love and approval from my significant partners, and if I don't have it, it's going to be awful, and I can't survive without it. That's an irrational belief that is driving you in that direction. So you want to replace it with a rational belief that will help you, and as she very nicely explained, assertiveness training can help. Yes, thank you.
I have a question if you
Sure.
can we do it?
Yeah, sure. One
Okay.
last
Thank you
question.
so much. So, you very rightly mentioned the psychology by Hippocrates. It's a technical question. I want to really know what motivated you to think of correlations between Hippocrates psychology and the ideal.
What motivated me to do that? One thing was very obvious to me.
Okay.
So we all have these irrational beliefs, and the more I first studied this whole Hippocrates thing, and I've also studied it from the Ayurvedic perspective, the Vata Pitta Kapha, and the constitutions by, there is a book by David Frawley that explains these things, right? Now we are on autopilot, and also change doesn't come just by REBT therapy, like changing your rational beliefs into irrational beliefs. There are a lot of things in play. And because this is a professional presentation, I don't cover some of these other things. Just REBT or just psychotherapy is not going to help you change. There's so many things happening. But these irrational beliefs are very obvious. They're very obvious. And what Albert Ellis says about those 12 irrational beliefs, we all carry them to some extent. But in some people, some are prominent, and some people, some are other prominent. So I just recently got interested in this whole Albert Ellis model since the last 1 year. And the more I studied it, the more it was just very obvious to me.
I really like to know that, you thought it was very obvious. However, I would disagree. I got my answer, but I would disagree about, REBT or therapy not bringing about change. Because I really think it does.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it doesn't bring about change.
And I think it's enough also. It brings about enough change.
I respect your views.
Yes, absolutely. One more thing.
Can we take that offline?
Accepting somebody.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is how she
absolutely
began
agree
it.
to
Yeah.
disagree. But just last one thing I want to say is I have been currently doing a lot of research about the IBs correlating with 16 CF by Raymond Cattell. Do you have already any views on it?